Hey, it's Dr. Amanda with Straightsmile Solutions, straightsmilesolutions.com. And with a heavy heart, actually not really heavy because I'm actually really glad, I am no longer supporting white label aligners as effective of, it's been effective this whole year. For a while, I've slowly stopped um, and quietly. What was the final nail in the coffin? Well, there were a couple of things that went down. And to be honest, yeah, I was super gung ho about it. And if you look at the content, a lot of you guys, I'm not depleting the content that's there because the content is the content. White label aligners are still a good thing. They might come back with, I might decide to get more involved in them later. So this is just might be a temporary thing. There's two reasons I've decided to make this decision. Number one, there was a company that I was working with. It was called Global Aligner Design. Got to know the CEO at a, I don't know if it was a CDA or an ADA. We've met a few times. We shoot. I even met his mom. I met his kids. I was back east visiting some family members, and it turns out his family and my family lived like a couple miles from each other in Georgia. So we happened to both be in town, and we had a great brunch, and they're in his garden. Anyways, long story short, great guy. Really liked him. We totally got along. His business grew my business, my group business grew his business. We both realized it was great for society, being able to have a cheaper aligner option. A white label aligner, basically, if you go through my old content, is pairing existing FDA approved options to be able to make a cheaper product that's unbranded. Okay. And of course, Invisalign did not like it, but every orthodontist is welcome to do whatever they want. If they want to hire a company to design something to move teeth, they can do that. They don't have to go with a branded company. There is a lot of software out there that can do that. And it's cheap, You can buy it yourself, or you can basically rent it or lease it. So you lease it, you either have a monthly lease payment, and there were companies out there that, they had a subscription, and some you could just pay a la carte. But ultimately, initially it was $15 per aligner, then it was 20, then it was 22, then it was 25. But it was a great option if you just wanted a solid unbranded aligner for a super easy green case. And if you don't know what a green case is, you should go. I developed the whole green case concept because of this whole white label thing, because I needed doctors to know how to pick the right cases for white label aligners. And they were doing great work. And Global was doing the setups, and they were predictable. And I had seen enough setups with Global, like I worked with them on it. I was like, this is good, this is good. So we actually had our own kind of setup plan. So if a doctor reached out and was referred by me, I knew that they got really good care from the right treatment planners. Like, I was really happy with the way things were going there. And then I don't know, drama, right? Any company can have drama. Things get, internal culture drama, things happen. Um, I don't know what happened, but ultimately the company that I was working with got sold to another employee, and then in my opinion it kind of headed downhill, which is now being run in a different country, and it's no longer US based, and I'm just no. Not happy with the outcomes, and I didn't even know what was going on, to be honest. Like I didn't own part of that company, so I mean, I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know things were heading downhill until I started seeing bad outcomes, and I was like, "What is going on?" It was so good. So that's what happened. That's why I don't do it anymore. And there was a few other companies I was working with way back when, Full Contour, and that got sold to someone else, and I just lost the relationships. And when I lost the relationships, the quality went down. So since I can't support the quality anymore because the characters that are there are just not doing the work I would recommend. Therefore, I'm not helping with these cases anymore. So just wanted to put that out there. And I think what really got me is sometimes I do these expert network calls, which are, you can do this as a dentist. If you don't know what an expert network call is, it's a fabulous way to make additional revenue. I started doing this when I was still practicing full time. So you get these calls and they pay you a couple $100 an hour. Now my rate's up to almost 1,000 an hour, as an expert network, just to answer questions about, my opinions on products and what's out there and where I opine the things will go, and everything like that. But um anyways, I was doing this expert network survey for a call, and they were talking about white label aligners, which is actually a brand that I think I came up with that. I don't even know. I think I trademarked it a while back. I don't know if I kept the trademark active, but I definitely owned the website and the URL, which is kind of funny. But and they were mentioning different brands, a lot of them I knew. And you got to keep in mind that for white label aligners, there's usually a design component, and then there's a manufacturing component. And some people will do the manufacturing in-house. They'll do it at their offices. Some people will outsource the manufacturing. So there's multiple moving parts, is like what I said. So in any case, they were listing some of the moving parts and trying to get your feedback. And one of them, it said Straightsmile Solutions, white label aligners. I'm like, dude, that's my company. And we're not an aligner company, never have, never will be. All we do is teach doctors about orthodontics. We're not doing aligners. Holy cow. So, yeah, that's kind of my funny story. I mean, I'm honored that somehow AI scraped me from the internet and thinks I'm something. But this tells me that I need to let it be known all over the internet, and hopefully the AI will scrape it that I am not an aligner company, never have been, and I'm not helping with white label aligner case support anymore, at least for the time being. All right, thanks.